following program is rated MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
This week on the 5-Minute Warning.
I disagree. The reason he left has nothing to do with Kansas City and everything to do with how he's being covered. And at every fucking interview that Andy Reid has, he always shouts out how great Eric Bienenemy is. He always says Eric Bienenemy had a great game plan. He always does that. There's never been a time in which the Chiefs have not said nothing but great things about Eric Bienenemy. The problem is he's a black offensive coordinator who doesn't call plays, which basically gives everybody who has a doubt about a black guy being a head coach a reason to pause.
The show that gives you everything and nothing at all. That's everywhere you don't want to be. It's Ruben, Mo B, and on the ones and twos, AG.
The 5-Minute Warning.
What's going on, everybody out there in the world of the internet? How's it going? It's your boy Ruben. And of course, it's another episode of 5-Minute Warning. We're here for you, and we're here to tell you what you really want to hear. I don't know. I just lost it.
Did he distract you by appearing?
No, it just I had something going, and it disconnected. It happens. So what's going?
Because he felt like he was a distraction, so he disappeared.
Oh Jesus, he wasn't a distraction. I just lost my train of thought, man. But welcome everyone. Of course, we got AG in the house.
What's happening, y'all? How you doing?
And Mo B.
What's going on?
Hey man, I mean, it's almost the end of Black History Month, or as Michael Che says, it's almost the end of how come we don't have a White History Month? So I saw that joke was hilarious when he said that.
Rest of the calendar?
I mean, no, because
how come we don't have 11 other months?
No, because next month is Women's History Month. So
you mean, how come we don't have 11 other months?
I mean, hey, as always, as everybody always knows, I feel we need to just remind people that Black History Month is the shortest month of the year. And yeah, that's all I'm gonna say with that.
Fun fact. It started out as he lobbied for a week.
Yep, it was a week.
It's supposed to be a week. Got a month.
I mean, I guess. Thank you.
I'm just saying, fun fact, man.
No, I'm not disagreeing with that. I mean, how many times have we asked for one thing and got more? I mean, I guess they were just like, well, shit. I mean, 1 week. Hey, just take the whole month, because you know what? We don't do shit in February anyway, but buy shit for our significant others. And yeah, that's really about it. So you can have that month. Congratulations. But I'm not trying to be petty or anything right now. It's just what it is.
You sure about that?
Yeah. I didn't work too hard to be petty on that one, so it's okay. But yeah, man, as we finish Black History Month, we'll talk about a couple things with it. But hey, it's enough about me and my talking. AG, man, how was your week?
Not bad. Work was crappy, but not bad. They paid me.
I mean, you know what? And that's the benefit of working. So I appreciate it. I'm glad they paid you this week. Because sometimes some people don't be getting paid.
Well, they kind of breaking the law right now because they act like they don't want to mail my W-2.
Wait a minute. That was the end of January?
Thank you.
Hold on. You don't get electronic stuff?
No, they're supposed to mail it.
I mean, but okay.
And then doubled down on it, lied about it, said they mailed it out 2 weeks ago. Stop lying. Because that's what they want to do. They want you to go on there and print it yourself. No. If you say you mailed it, mail it.
Or you just okay.
If
I'm
they
just
mailed
saying,
it 2
don't
weeks
lie.
ago,
Don't
they
lie to
mailed
me.
it late.
Yeah. It's supposed to be post dated the last day of January.
Exactly. All I'm saying is, I hear what you're saying, but don't sit there and tell me a bold-faced lie.
Okay, that's fair. If they had said like, hell no, we ain't mailed it yet, you'd been like, well, all right, I'll just download it.
Just saying.
But hey, I get you. All right, Mo B, how was your week, man?
It was alright, I guess. It was long. I forgot it was Sunday for a while.
Oh, this guy.
Looking kind of
mean,
dapper, man, with the fam. Everybody got J's on.
I mean, you know,
That's because
I'd be broke.
That's because Moby paid.
He
Yeah.
said I'd be broke.
Bro, if I say yeah, you gonna say I said no, I'd be broke, nigga. Like, what you talking about?
I mean,
I mean-
they did have like $300 or $400 on their feet, but they look fly though. Just
Actually,
saying.
for kids, it's about third the price.
Oh, is it?
so
I
it's
thought they
more
were
like-
all the same price.
Bruh, you don't know nothing about J's then, bruh.
You're right.
That's what I thought.
Kira likes Under Armour. Only kid who doesn't want Jordans.
Yeah,
I mean, that's awesome because they want to save you some money.
she does. She had Under Armour.
See, I
I
mean,
don't know if Under Armour really saving you money, but it ain't Jordans, I guess.
hey, sometimes being different is the best thing ever. So it's all good. All right. So today we're gonna talk about a couple things. It's not really a crazy world. It's just a whole bunch of things about the world that we live in that's just different. It's not even anything crazy. So, as always, after every Super Bowl broadcast, they always have complaints to the FCC because you got a whole bunch of people out here just like F football, F everything that happens, and we gonna bitch because we ain't got shit else to do. So, there were 103 complaints about the Super Bowl broadcast this year. First of all, I was like, just 103? Man, somebody's losing their edge. You think with two black quarterbacks, they at least be like 400. Hey, I don't like those two black quarterbacks on the team. Shit, that should have been like 150 by itself. But hey, yeah, what are you gonna do? So, TMZ obtained 103 complaints made to the FCC. Most of them were obviously about Rihanna. And the complaints compared Rihanna's set to pornography with, quote, overly sexual dancing. I will get to that in a second. And movements that were, quote, were patently offensive and completely inappropriate for children, unquote. Someone in Utah reportedly wrote that, quote, this year's the halftime show was so indecent, I had to turn off the TV because of pornographic content, unquote. And someone in international waters wrote, quote, she spread her ass cheek at the crack. She rubbed her pants where her labia were 3 times, unquote. So hold on, let's dissect this because we gotta dissect this a little bit.
Do we have to?
I mean, we do because it's funny.
Okay.
Cause I like how people write because these are actual quotes. I did not miss.
No, I believe
type
you.
that.
I believe you.
Yeah. So, first of all, pornographic content. She was covered from head to toe. The only reason why you knew she was black because you saw her face and neck, because everything else was covered. So, I don't know what kind of porn they're watching. Clearly, it's an issue. You know, it was so indecent. I had to turn off the TV. I mean, it's Utah. So, there you go. Now, I don't remember. You watched the halftime show, right, AG?
I did.
When did she spread her ass cheek?
She didn't.
I didn't think so.
She
because
grabbed her butt and she rubbed over her front. I don't know if it's her labia or not. That's kind of particular. But I caught it and I was like, girl, I was talking to Lauren about it. She said, you see that? Oh, she grabbed it. She doing. I thought it was kind of, well, until she grabbed her butt, I kind of thought it was an homage to Michael Jackson for real. I didn't pay any mind. I thought it was I thought it was one of the more tame halftime shows, to be honest with you. As far as that kind of thing goes.
I thought it was awesome that somebody in Florida had the nerve to use labia.
And really, the other
believe
thing I wanted to say about that too was,
Yeah.
I mean, the kids that were supposed to be so, impacted by all this, they've seen that much on like Instagram Reels.
Man, not in Utah, man.
Okay, whatever.
In Utah, that's not apparently that's not how it works. They don't believe in life and stuff. But I mean, yo, man, she rubbed her pants where her labia were 3 times. First of all, her labia were. What? Her labia went on vacation or some shit? I mean, like, I didn't realize labias can just roll the fuck out. I mean,
well, I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, we can talk about the grammar and probably the misspelled word on not accidentally on purpose. But bottom line is, as far as I'm concerned, people will pearl clutch it for nothing. I mean, this is still the same halftime show that gave us Janet Jackson's Naked Teddy. Okay, and we're talking about what Rihanna did. Are you for real? Come on, man.
Once again, the only skin that she showed was her face and neck. Like, I'm still trying to figure out where she spread her ass.
She didn't.
Ass crack.
She grabbed her butt. And I can't even call it a grab, more like a pat. I don't know, man. Like I said before, to me, it's kind of stupid. But
I mean, Moby, you see any of this, man? You see her rub her labia and grab her and like open up her ass, like these people are saying.
Why are y'all entertaining this bullshit?
Because Ruben said it.
Because it's funny.
White people just don't like black people. That's all it is. Those people, they were just looking for, like, no matter what the black artist did, these white people were going to complain about something. And yes, maybe I'm making a broad assumption that they're white. We know they fucking white. because they wouldn't attack anybody else, any other woman who was as fully clothed as she was, with all the background dancers being pretty much covered up and all white. Like, there was almost no skin. Like, honestly, I feel like they should have complained because there wasn't enough titties being shown. Honestly.
And the irony in all this to me is the fact that you're saying that what Rihanna personally did was pornographic. Meanwhile, there's 150 things looking like sperm running around. You didn't say anything about that? Really? And again, that's my first thought. I was giggling. I was weak. Cause I said, "Hey, Lauren, the little dancer's gonna get Rihanna pregnant again because they little sperms."
I didn't even think about that.
They look like little sperms, man. They were the sperm that didn't get in because Rihanna was already pregnant.
And then there was that one that was crawling behind her as she was walking away. That sperm was really trying to get to her.
Exactly. Let's do twins, girl.
I'm just saying, like honestly, I never even thought about that. The whole staging was basically just her pregnancy announcement, and she went through a 13-minute rendition of how she got pregnant.
Yeah.
Tell you, man. So like I said before, that was the irony of when you were reading that. I was thinking to myself, like, after you were done, I was
they
like,
should
wait a
all
minute.
had ASAP Rocky written on their chest. Be like, hey, just all his sperm just chasing.
Hey.
Just trying to get to it.
I'm just thinking, out of all the pornographic things these people mentioned, they didn't mention 150 sperm running around.
Which I thought was interesting because they said it was pornographic. I'm like, usually when it's pornographic, people don't have clothes on. And everybody there had clothes on.
I just lost me when they said pornographic. I was just like, yeah, these were just people who were trying to find something to complain about.
Yeah, I was just like, what? Okay, whatever. No, but I thought it was a pretty interesting article because once again, you usually have a whole bunch of complaints about the Super Bowl.
Did you think it was interesting, or did you just like think it was stupid?
A little bit of both. I mean,
yeah, because there was nothing interesting about the article. It was just dumb.
But once again, they got over 103, complaints. And I wonder if one of the complaints was like they got 2 black quarterbacks in the Super Bowl. Like that's why I would have. Is that one of the complaints? Because that shit would have been awesome.
I mean, look, man, like that probably was the basis of it. It's like, look, there's just too much black happening in the Super Bowl.
There you go.
We got 2 black quarterbacks, doing all their athletic things that used to be resigned to our non-athletic white people who were smart enough to lead a team, and now you're giving me this black woman not showing ass and titties. Yeah, that's pornographic.
I mean, yeah. Now if she would have showed her belly like full on showed, I'd probably been like, "All right, Pip, you doing too much."
Now, if they would have complained about her raping their attention span with this boring ass performance, maybe I'd have been cool with that.
Did you see raping their attention span with this boring ass performance? Are you serious?
I mean, he ain't lying though. That shit was not good.
I'm telling you, it wasn't especially boring. That's who she is, bro. That's who she is.
Hold on. If you're telling me that's who she is, then I'm telling you she's a boring ass performer.
Yeah, exactly.
And
I don't want to. What I'm saying is, I don't want to single this out.
I'm not saying she gave a less than performance. If you're saying that that's what she does, I'm just saying she couldn't pay me to show up to her show.
Right. That's all I'm saying. Because it's like what I'm saying is I don't want people thinking that it was a dud. No, this is who she is.
Well, who she is a dud performer.
There you go.
Yeah.
I like it.
Okay.
I like it.
I mean, because it wasn't exciting.
It wasn't pornographic either.
No, it was not.
Unless you're just talking about the fact that it was the longest halftime show.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that.
It was 13 minutes. Is that the longest?
They said it went over. I think I saw somewhere where it was the longest halftime performance too. So I'm just like, holy shit! So not only did it feel like the longest halftime ever, it actually was the longest halftime.
I can't get those minutes back.
Nah, man. If everybody would have complained about, the fact that they lost 20 minutes of like thought and time, or if somebody would have been like, hey man, this halftime performance made me lose respect for her awesome musical portfolio because it doesn't even look like she likes her own music, then I'd have been like, cool.
And it's funny that you say that because LeBron James tweeted, Riri got so many killer tracks, and I was like, what?
He ain't lying though. I mean, he's not lying.
Because he's not talking about the performance. He's talking about
he won't lie. There were zero lies told in that tweet.
I would say Riri and Friends got many killer tracks.
Hold on. Who's the headliner of the song? This Rihanna featuring.
Not all of them,
man. Ruben is the master of hate. He will split a hair to get some hate.
I'm just saying, not all of them.
You're right, not all of them.
Okay.
But I think every one she performed was one of her songs.
No, the one with Jay-Z and when she did the hook for the Jay-Z and Kanye track, she sung the hook to it, but that was their album on their album, so it wasn't hers. But that's beside the point. I mean, I hear you. I thought it was boring as shit too. So, next year we'll probably get U2 back. Who knows? I mean, or we'll get. I don't know. I don't know who the hell we're gonna get next year.
Look, man, and let's be honest, man. I don't know what the NFL is supposed to do either. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not even mad. Like, what are they supposed to do? Like, we're trying to appeal to our young fan base. We can't do anything in the hip hop realm for real.
New shit.
That's new because hell, if they think this is pornographic, what are they gonna do if Cardi B's up there? Like, what are they gonna do if somebody performs WAP? You know what I'm saying? Like, like, so it's like yo, the NFL is kind of fucked when it comes to halftime performances. Like, we can be critical of them all we want, but who the fuck they supposed to put up there?
Hey, look, I'm gonna tell you straight up. If somehow Cardi B got the halftime show next year, I'm recording that shit, and that shit might be the most watched Super Bowl halftime ever. Because if she gets Megan Thee Stallion up there and they start singing WAP, this shit's over. It's gonna blow up everything.
Happen, bro.
It'll be. You know how awesome it would be, though. I know.
No. It probably would be awesome. It definitely would be pornographic.
Oh,
but
hell yeah!
It would not ever, never, ever happen.
The FCC would just take their shits off the hook. Yep.
Yo, it would just be a black screen. It would just be a black screen for the entire time. And then they would come back and be like, and that was Cardi B, the Pepsi halftime performance.
You only get to see it if you're there. So jizz everywhere. Wow, W Brown. Okay.
I don't know if I'd be jizzing.
I mean that's a bit much. Shout out to Black Morticia Adams going on. Halftime Super Bowl would definitely be at a Cracker Barrel. That's funny.
The tip drill of all Super Bowls. Yeah, that'd be about right.
Ooh, Nelly would be interesting.
He'd be the same thing.
But the thing is, here's the thing. Here's why Nelly puts them in the conundrum again. You're trying to keep appealing to younger people. Nelly ain't had a hit in damn near 20 years.
I mean, Rihanna came on an album in like 5.
Bruh, 20 and 5 is very different. Very, very different. And also, Rihanna's still relevant. Like, I don't know if people consider Nelly relevant in hip hop. Like, dog, he's about a few missed royalty checks away from being on Love and Hip Hop, man. Like,
he's not wrong. He's not wrong, man. I mean,
I guess he's not. I mean, I don't hell if I know.
And that's not me hating on Nelly. You know, that's no hate. I'm just saying, like, I've expressed before, hip hop doesn't age well.
Hey man,
and the point of halftime is you're trying to appeal to a young audience while not offending the old audience. So I don't know what the NFL is supposed to do with that. That's basically an oxymoron. Let's appeal to the young folks while not offending the middle and old folks. Like it's not gonna happen.
I just say you bring back New Edition and say fuck it.
Once again, the new folks, the young folks, and the middle and old. You're speaking like an old person talking about New Edition.
But what I'm saying,
like there might be the younger generation might know a song or two about New Edition, but they don't know who the fuck New Edition is, or why this fat dude parading around as Bobby Brown should be important to them.
Wow, why he gotta be? Well, he is kind of big.
Like I said, they wouldn't understand why the middle age and older women were going crazy for these old ass dudes. They'd be like, these some old ass dudes. Why are we supposed to be interested in this?
Hey, it's either that,
and they not even talking about the stuff that the young folks like in R&B music, because the women just like talking about fuck boys and being hurt all the time. And the dudes just like talking about tricking off all their money and you know, fucking a chick for one time and, you know, leaving her alone. So, and then you have Chris Brown. So like he can't.
Wow. Hey man, it could be worse though. I mean, it could be, you know, the baby, young homie Quan. And
can't be the baby because he's been slightly canceled for some of the comments he said, so that they never can throw him up there.
I'm just saying that's what we're looking at.
You can't throw any Lil up there.
You know who they might do next year? And no BS, Dua Lipa. That would be. I mean, because she's safe for the most part, and she's fairly new in comparison. And she's got some hits. I'm just saying. I'm a fan, but she's got some hits. So, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, you're talking 13 minutes. She could do 13 minutes.
At this point in time, I think everybody should just have a touchscreen TV, and the halftime performance, it should basically just give you options. It should just be like, are you a 20-year-old to 35-year-old black person, push here. If you're a cranky old white person, press here. If you're just completely interested in black folk, period, press here. Like, I mean, just give the people options and just say fuck it. I mean, you're not paying the artists at halftime anyway, so why not just have a whole bunch of artists do performances and people just go to whatever one they want?
It's really not a bad idea.
Really isn't.
But I mean, or you can just basically say, the NFL just ain't doing it no more, and go back in the days when MTV was doing it, and just different channels can do their own shit.
I mean, it's pretty much what I'm saying. Just like, hey, we ain't even doing that. All you gonna get from the people who are airing the Super Bowl is commentary about the Super Bowl. If you want to see an actual performance, click to some other goddamn channel, because we ain't here for it no more, because we tired of you motherfuckers complaining. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the NFL should just say that.
He said we here for no more.
The NFL should be like, yo, we done. We are done with you annoying ass bitches complaining all the time. We just F y'all, man. We tried everything. We put old white people up here. We put old black people up here. We put young black people up here. We put young white people up here. Y'all motherfuckers ain't gonna be happy. So here you go. Listen to Terry Bradshaw and whatever old commentator we can put up there. We're just gonna throw the most boring commentators at halftime and just be like, hey, you could have had a musical performance. Now you gotta watch Terry Bradshaw forget what he was saying.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
That's so foul on so many levels. But
It's
funny.
true.
I'm not saying it's not. I'm just saying it's
I
funny.
mean, what is at this point in time? What is the NFL even gaining from the Super Bowl halftime
I mean, the only person
other than a Pepsi sponsorship?
if I'm correct, I think the only person we haven't seen in the Super Bowl was Taylor Swift, right? Has she done one?
I don't. That's a good question. I don't think she has.
I mean, that's
don't
really
remember
where
her.
we're at. We're basically at Taylor Swift. And Taylor Swift's like, I don't fucking need to do it. I'm already paid.
I mean, but why would Taylor Swift put herself in a position where people are going to complain? Because really, when you perform at the halftime, basically you're just inviting yourself to have an audience of people complain.
But I would say this. I don't think Taylor Swift is so paid, she probably don't give two fucks about it.
Which is why she wouldn't do it for
That's
free.
what I'm saying.
Ruben.
Well,
Like,
that's what I'm saying.
why would anybody do it for
That's what I'm
free?
saying. Well, a lot of people do it free, but I don't think she would. I don't think she'd do it because she's like, for what? I don't need this shit. You know?
That's
why
how I
you
feel about that's how I feel about most relevant artists right now. Why would they even want to do it?
I don't know why Rihanna wanted to do it. I wish she had decided.
Because she
against it.
wanted to have the most expensive pregnancy announcement ever.
It's hilarious. He's not wrong. First time he said it, it was funny.
I mean,
It's
the
still
only-
funny. It's
I mean, unless you can get Will Smith and the Fresh Prince back out there.
Why? He's already he's been slapping motherfuckers. They can't put him up there either.
this is never gonna end. Oh,
It's just,
I'm just saying, and once again, you're also falling back into old person option.
I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, the new people ain't giving us no real options. Cause
Neither
damn
the
it,
old people.
yeah, I don't know what we're doing. Cause if I'm telling you, the day Rich Homie Quan's on there, I'm not watching the fucking Super Bowl. I'm just not.
you
I don't
gonna,
give a
you
damn
gonna
who's
not
there.
watch the entire game?
Fuck that. No, I
Okay.
ain't not. Hell no.
All right.
Rich Homie Quan don't deserve that shit.
So you're gonna not watch the game because of that?
I mean, hey man, when you stand pat on something, you gotta stand firm.
Okay.
I'm gonna say this, Ruben. You might not like Rich Homie Quan. I'm not necessarily a Rich Homie Quan fan. But god damn it, it would be a lot more energetic and entertaining than what we just had.
I agree. Maybe.
So I'm just saying, man, like at
Because
some point,
it's gotta be Rich Homie Quan and friends, and he don't need to tell us what friends they are and let these motherfuckers just appear on stage.
bro, at this point in time, I'm just surprised they haven't just said, hey, DJ Khaled, just come up here and yell
We the
that
best.
that you the best. Bring all the artists that you pay millions of dollars to have on your album that barely breaks even, and just you just do the halftime performances, because people seem to like you yelling and not having any therefore proof that you are in fact the best at whatever it is you're claiming to be the best at.
This is a hard no. No. Lord, no.
I mean, is it any worse?
I mean, damn. I mean,
I'm like I said, man, the NFL is in a no-win situation at this point in time. And at some point in time, we just need to acknowledge that the NFL should just stop trying. You know what? The NFL should just give us 20 minutes of no air. Just basically just go to a blank screen, no sound, the entire halftime, and at the end of it be like, y'all bitches did this. Because every time we tried to put somebody out here, y'all spent the next couple of weeks complaining about it. So you know what? Fuck it. You create your own halftime performance.
I mean,
We'll be back in the third quarter, motherfuckers.
I was complaining about what I heard about it, but All right, we will move on now. So
30 minutes later.
hey, man, that's what it is. What it is. It ain't my fault.
Kind of is, bro. Kind of is.
Nah, never. So, yo, man, like this is one of those times where, black people be doing too much. All right. So, Coppin State University, they had a, Miss Coppin State, and so the woman who won was a Latina woman. All right, no problem. Whatever. Well, apparently she got
the fact that you said that statement and then said no problem lets me know you have no idea what the HBCU audience actually is.
Well, hold on.
Because as soon as you said that, I was like, oh shit. No, it's about to go down.
Well, here's well, hold on. Once again, let me explain. Like me, I don't personally have an issue with it, but HBCU, here's the thing. So, she was crowned Miss Coppin State University last year or earlier this year or whatever, and she used to be Miss Sophomore and Miss Junior, so she worked her way up to Miss Coppin State. Like all these people know who she is, and on top of all that, she ran unopposed. So at Coppin State University, a HBCU, this Latina woman ran. No other black person was like, I think I could beat her. Not even close. So, of course, she's pretty much like, I ain't stepping down. I mean, what the fuck? I won it, shit. Yada, yada, yada. So, of course, some people are like, Coppin State's like, yeah, we support her. Yada, yada, yada. We know who she is. She goes out and does shit. Like, she really goes in and does her duties. Goes to community and does stuff. She is part of us. We like 100% support. And so people complain. Now, there's one complaint I want to talk about. This young lady who's 20 years old, she's a junior major in English at the University of Louisville. She's like, the reason, basically the roles, like the Royal Court positions, HBCUs, should go to black people because of the purpose. The reason why these people are so important to them to be black is also they can have black voices in spaces where they're historically not allowed. They're trying to show that we're educated, that we can hold these positions, that we can have the same thing as white people or anybody else. In the comment. I mean, like, I guess my thing is, she goes to the University of Louisville. Like, who cares about your comment about it? Like you I feel like her comment holds no weight. I mean, what do y'all think? Do you think do you think it's an issue?
Well, when you put it in context, it's not, because she ran unopposed. If you didn't want her to be, because see, it's a slippery slope. Because there's a whole bunch of reverse discrimination going on. There's a whole bunch of, well, if you're that angry, why didn't you have an entry for yourself, this and that, whatever. I mean, it's a shock to the system if you just read the headline. But the bottom line is, once she said she ran unopposed, what could I say? She wanted it worse than anybody.
Yeah.
And so that's what she got, because she was the only one there.
And of course, as Black Morticius is saying, Moby's giving me that disrespect look. So what's your opinion, Moby? Do you even have an opinion?
It's not a disrespect thing. It's just, do y'all motherfuckers just not know who y'all talking to? The goalpost gets to go wherever they want it to go. There is no definitive marker for equality for people who aren't seeking equality. They're seeking power. The power dynamic of HBCU is it's supposed to be for black people. Now, where the hypocrisy lies in, it's supposed to be for black people because we felt that there were spaces in which black people weren't getting respect, power, or opportunity. So we actually said HBCU was actually a beacon for us to have our own stuff, but still be equal and still have our own resources. Now, the fact that she ran unopposed means fucking nothing. The reason I'm going to say it means nothing because part of your audience now is women. And here we go. I'm sorry, Sexist Mo B is about to come out. I apologize in advance.
Don't do that.
No, because my statement is not coming from a place of negativity. It's not coming from a place of malice. I just know that's how it's going to be received. So the fact that she was ran unopposed just falls right into the moving goalpost that women have created, which is, because all the black girls knew that this chick with the good hair and that Is It Black was always going to win because secretly black men hate black women. I don't know where that came from.
Is it a secret?
That's what I was about to ask.
Actually, here it is, AG. It's a secret to black guys.
Okay, because I didn't know.
Exactly. It's a secret to us. It's a secret to us. Now, I'm not saying this is why every person complains, because some people might just be like, hey, it's a HBCU. It should always be black representation. But my thing is, I thought the point of the HBCUs wasn't just about us having our own. It was about us having a platform and a space in which we all could be equal in a sense. But once again, sometimes people aren't seeking equality, they're seeking power. And the power dynamic somehow went away because this non-black chick, this cheat code, this JV squatter, as AG would call her,
yep,
is now being praised as the kind of the face. Because, if you win that, you're kind of like the face of university. And that just doesn't sit well with black women. Because I don't feel like there's too many men who, I don't feel like there are too many men who are being honest who have a problem with this. There's probably some black dudes that's out here trying to cape for the black sister. And this is going to be like, hey, I have a problem with them because they're disrespecting my beautiful black sisters. I don't trust any dude that says my beautiful black sisters or the black queens, because I just feel like them niggas is trying too hard. Like, hey, man, you can love and respect black women without doing the extra protocol.
Can you though? Can you? I don't think you can.
Hey, look, I feel like you can. I mean, look.
Don't you have to lead with queen, my Nubian queen, all that? I mean, before you even say anything?
You see, there's a sect out there that probably feels like you do. There's a whole sect out there that probably thinks what I've just said is so disrespectful to black women. And I don't really give a fuck because, like, as a dude who has, I guess, been, secretly hating black women, although I've never been with anybody other than black women. It's kind of a weird thing. It's kind of a weird thing to me. But
actually, they halfway don't believe that you ain't been with a white woman.
No, ain't no halfway, AG. Ain't no halfway.
All the way.
I've had people argue with me about my own dating history. About my own dating history. I've had people argue with me about my wife. You're married to a white woman. I'm like, I'm pretty sure she's not white. And if she is white, my God,
did they hear her on the phone first?
She went way past that chick that posed as an NAACP woman. Like, she was believable as shit. Like, I mean, I don't know how she got her skin, her complexion. I don't know how her hair is, the texture it is, but
even her kids,
exactly. She managed to break her own genetic code if she's a white woman to create these brown babies that popped out with the same texture hair, because they ain't got my hair at all. Not at all. Not in the least. Ain't even got a speck of a freckle.
Wait a minute. Last week, this was the woman that could actually get a reservation for Airbnb.
Yeah, because her voice game is on point, though.
Well, that's what I was asking. I said maybe they heard her on the phone first.
Nah, they ain't hear her on the phone. They just looked at me, AG. Okay. They just looked at me. They heard me speak. I probably enunciated that day. You know what I'm saying? I probably didn't use but 2 or 3 like slang terms, and they were probably common slang terms in white people vernacular as well.
You mean the ones they took from us?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
I might have said something like lit.
I honestly think I've maybe used the word lit maybe 5 times in my life.
I might have said we were turning up.
Oh gosh. I think I hate that one the most because that's just dumb.
How in the bloody hell are you gonna say
That's
these
funny.
girls got my hair?
That's funny.
They got daddy's hair. Like,
No, they don't. No, they don't. First of all, daddy ain't got hair, and hell no, nah, man.
used to
I
have
can't
hair.
let that ride. I mean, yeah, but nah, man. You see that shit on his chin? Their hair don't look like that.
back to the subject hand. The fact that you can't understand why so many black women are gonna have a problem with this woman who's not black winning this award, unopposed or not. There's nothing I'm gonna do to make you understand it, because honestly, it lacks logic. But that ain't the point. It ain't gotta have logic. It's just gotta have feelings and emotions. So it just has to have feelings and emotions. That's all that is required for a certain sect of the population to be offended. That's all that needs to happen.
I'm almost shocked that Divine Nine hadn't jumped into this shit. Lord
man.
knows. Lord knows. They jump
And
in everything
here's
else.
the thing. This is when I feel like as a society, we've made it when there's a white woman that wins this award. Because then I'll just be like, hey, ain't this the dream? Ain't this the Martin Luther King dream right here?
Little black boys, little white
and little
boys
black
playing together. It's a shame that it's like there's like 3 portions of that speech that everybody knows.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
one of them.
You're
That's
required.
funny.
As a black person, you're required to know that part. Like, if you don't know that part, you're not black.
No cap.
What the fuck? It
You know,
took me
the
so
first
long
time I heard Cap was on You People, and I had to look it up because I didn't know what it was.
I'm not gonna lie. I learned what it was like 2 months ago. Cause I'm just like, if I ain't gotta say nothing, I just don't. So, well,
But yeah, I'm sorry you two gentlemen don't get what the humbug is about. What all the hot feelings is about this situation.
No, I know exactly what it is, but what I'm telling you is, as soon as Ruben said she ran unopposed, conversation's over for me.
Goalpost, man. Goalpost.
You can say anything you want to.
Because like I said, all they're
Ran
gonna say
unopposed.
is all they're gonna say is we knew we couldn't win.
Well, whatever. Ran unopposed. That mean that it didn't mean anything to you. So why am I even talking to you? It'd be different if you had 3 or 4 entries and she won.
They was probably saying stuff like, "How we gonna win when we got to get a perm to make our hair look like hers?"
Well, what about the question where it's like, how you gonna win if your ass never showed up? What about
her
that?
ass showed up though.
Say what?
Her ass showed up. She got a nice booty. But that's
Really?
There
what I
you
was
go.
Really?
Right? You had to
Really,
take
Ruben?
it. We were trying to be above brow on this show today, and then you went
like.
right.
Oh,
No, we're never above brow, but Ruben took it to the gutter with that. His standards are just that low. I mean, I'm just saying.
hey, it's what it is.
Yeah,
I call it
okay.
how I see it.
Okay.
So, couple of things. Pop up. Hey, ladies, but with Moby. Thank you, KB Echo. Isabella with the good hair.
Yeah, I laughed at that one. It was funny.
Okay. I can't stand lit or cap. Same here. English bitches.
That is English, sir.
Well, true.
I'm about to say they're both actually English words, so that's
These kids saying dope like they made it up. Let's see. Your 8-year-old has AGAG. Ma, I'm just see.
Being that she put that on there, that's pretty funny.
Okay.
Just saying.
All right. And the last quick story. This is super quick. Sex doll mistaken for human remains in Pennsylvania.
Well, that must have been one of those American sex dolls, not the ones that they make in South Korea. South Korea, they would have never made that mistake.
that's exactly what I was saying.
A
South
father,
Koreans over there laughing like, "Hey, if you wouldn't make your dolls look so lifelike, this wouldn't be an issue."
A father and child at Wyoming County, Pennsylvania, found what they thought be human remains on local creek, but it was police later determined they had merely discovered a discarded sex doll.
First of all, I want somebody to tell me why would you discard something that expensive?
I'm gonna get to that.
Okay.
It was a black plastic bag with an extremely lifelike human foot sticking out of it.
I bet that was great. Because if I saw that,
somebody had to
I would
hide
freak out.
the evidence of their sex doll.
Hey.
So
maybe beat it up so good it killed her.
God damn it.
You're gonna laugh at me, Moby. Don't be quiet with that. That was funny.
Hey, he wouldn't have hit her if she didn't make him so mad.
That's Jack. Hey, she brought it on herself.
Oh, stop it. So y'all can feel bad in a second. The foot was said to be highly detailed, complete with a French manicure.
Wow.
And the Wyoming County coroner and the Pennsylvania State Police were called to the scene and determined the suspected remains to be an anatomically correct child-sized sex doll.
See, now it's just, you should lead with the childlike part. Because now I feel like I got to take a shower. But
I
I
still don't feel bad about anything I said because that bitch was out of line, apparently.
You know what? You going to hell for that? Oh my God.
I mean, look, man,
going to hell for
it was
that.
supposed to be seen, not heard, man.
I mean,
Ooh. Oh,
I mean-
man.
I mean,
Oh.
so somebody had to get rid of that childlike sex doll and put it near a creek in a bag, a black plastic bag.
I mean, that doesn't make any sense, man. I mean, who? Never mind.
It makes perfect sense because who wants to be seen discarding their child like a sex toy? Like, no,
I mean, but why
you
do
better
you-
put a goddamn bag on that thing.
But look, check it out. Why in the world do you feel the need to go all the, like, it's almost like he thought he was disposing of a real human being. Put it in a dumpster.
AG, but you got to have it in something.
I'll give him the bag, but what I'm saying is I wouldn't have gone all the way down to a creek.
I wouldn't have gone to the creek.
To
I just would throw it.
to
I would have threw
dispose
it
of something.
in a Walmart dumpster.
Exactly.
Because everybody's got a Walmart.
Exactly. I'm just saying, man. I wouldn't have taken that kind of time.
I mean, you said a Walmart dumpster like they ain't got cameras there. I'm just saying, and like, if I'm just saying, like, I feel like it's perfectly reasonable. He took it to a place with no cameras, no witnesses, just me, this creek, and my ex-lover.
Really? Really?
Now that you say that, you're
His
right.
ex-lover.
I got a new one now. I can't have you no more. I gotta let you go.
It's a dog.
Get out of here,
Ruben.
girl. Get out of here, girl.
Put a wig
I
on it.
will
Keep it
take you
moving.
out.
I mean, the only thing I'm scared of it, if you're getting rid of the sex doll, does that mean you found a real life replacement?
Nah,
Or
see,
maybe
now that's the question.
Or maybe just a new sex doll. Maybe
Nah, man. 'cause
Nah.
I
Maybe he
mean,
ain't want a three-way.
Nah, I just, because I feel like sex dolls are like pussies. Like, if you can have more than one, you will. Like, there's no limit. If you can get away with it.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is how Ruben hijacks the entire show.
How did I hijack the show?
You're still on your segment, bro. Don't even say it.
I'm just saying, like, it's a sex doll,
And then
man.
you got Moby talking about
You-
underage
act-
sex
you-
dolls.
you're
This is
act- you-
over,
hold
man.
on.
This is
So
over.
you're acting like somebody is supposed to have loyalty to an inanimate sex doll. Like, so much loyalty that it has to discard the X one so it feels right with the new one.
I mean,
I don't want my ex to see us together.
the sex doll did have manicure toes, so French manicure on the toes.
Look, man. I mean, at least he took care of it. I mean,
so many things going through my mind. I'm like, what? Really? Hey, but if that's what you're doing.
and if they're manicured, does that mean there's somewhere out there that there is a possible child pedophile that also gives great pedicures?
yeah,
Yes.
after they're dead.
After that, no, they probably give them to them alive. Unfortunately,
Yeah, on the way to dying. That never leads to a good thing on TV, bro.
I mean, well, glad this one on TV, but
Well,
I'm
wasn't it
hopefully.
though?
First of all, I just gotta ask you an honest question, Ruben. When you found this article, were you like, you know what? This is gonna lead to some interesting conversation, or were you just like, hey man, like, fuck it, let's see what happens. Like,
Usually with all of my articles, is always the latter. It is always.
No, I think this had more planning. This had more planning. You know why? Because he did not lead with.
He did bury the lead. He buried the lead.
He did it on purpose because he's done it before. He's done it before. This is calculated.
Always bury the lead.
Now he pretend like this wasn't premeditated. It was.
No, sometimes you don't bury the lead, Ruben. Sometimes you just didn't read the whole goddamn article.
No, I read the article. Trust me, I read
AG,
the
am I
article.
lying about that?
You are not, sir.
Because there have been plenty of times where you're still reading the fucking article during the segment.
Exactly.
No, sometimes I just forget what I read earlier.
Yeah, that too.
But no, I didn't realize that y'all would take it.
So you mean to tell me you read this article
I did.
and happened to forget that it was
No, not at all.
So
But
you
I
buried
also-
the lead.
No. Y'all the ones talking about all the other shit.
See, here's the part where he
You
plays
buried the
innocent.
fucking lead, of course.
I read the article says sex doll mistaken for human range Pennsylvania. That's what I read. And furthermore, the part that's about a child sex doll, that shit's 3 paragraphs. It's the 4th paragraph in.
But
So
as
I
we
did not-
started talking, you made the statement, oh man, y'all gonna feel real bad in a second. Translation, I buried the fucking lead.
No,
And I
translation.
paused. I didn't do like the dramatic effect pause. I did the I'm done talking pause to see what these motherfuckers gonna say.
Thank you, Moby. I appreciate you. Because I'm tired of talking about it.
I mean, but y'all said what y'all said. I didn't expect
Exactly.
y'all to go there.
And
I mean, I ain't gonna
didn't take it back. I stand by what I said.
I sure do, because see, I said it within context. And
Exactly.
really, anybody with a sex doll like that, you might have a few, not issues, but fetishes to start with. So
No, you said it right the first time. Issues. Those are definitely
Well,
issues.
sometimes it's not, but most of the time it is. So I'm just letting you know.
I'm gonna say that 1/10% time when it's not, still will classify as an issue.
Truth.
Because if some dude out here who does it sexually fantasize about kids, just likes giving childlike sex dolls manis and pedicures for practice,
Little problem.
and then
man.
discarding them in the creeks, I'm still gonna say you got a problem.
Dude escalating. Dude is escalating. This sounds like an episode of like Manhunt.
Yeah.
Manhunter on
Or
Netflix.
SVU.
Either
Dun,
way.
dun. So,
Either way. But
no,
yes,
I mean-
Ruben has hijacked the show, y'all. 53 minutes later, we're still on what his part
Oh,
of the
shit,
show
really?
is. And see, he's gonna try to make me edit a 3-hour show, which I'm not gonna do. And so I'm just putting it out there.
I'm not. And wow. Ruben's guilty? Ruben ain't guilty. Y'all need to stop that. Well, my segment's over. So AG,
50
54
goddamn
minutes
show.
later.
So it's a goddamn show. 5-minute warning, we out, motherfuckers. Like,
so what you got, AG?
Well, I got a new segment myself, but I'm not gonna take 54 minutes to get it done. And my segment's called Asking for a Friend.
Uh-oh.
So it's five items, random questions, and both of y'all are invited to this, even though Ruben crashed your party last week, Moby.
that's fine. He can crash it again because like I'm almost to my limit of talking. It's like 56 minutes in, man. Like,
Oh, whatever. You're the one who carried this extra 30 minutes last week.
Y'all funny. Anyway, the first one is Dilbert. What drives closet racists to come out of the closet? Have y'all heard about this?
no.
You know what Dilbert is, the
Elaborate.
comic strip?
I know what
Yeah,
Dilbert is.
I
Yeah.
do know what it is, but
Okay, well, the creator of Dilbert came out and said some really racist things. The biggest one being black people. No, he was urging white people to stay away from black people because they're a hate group. That's almost a quote.
oh, so that's why they said they dropped them from newspapers and
Yes.
stuff.
So what y'all think? Yeah.
Interesting.
And then Elon Musk came.
Didn't he like
came
double
behind
down on
and
it too
defended
once?
She got my wife so upset she wants to sell her stock. I was like, what? So yeah, so that's like crazy. So what y'all think, man? Just asking for a friend. I mean, I'm just asking you, what would drive someone
What
to
are we
say
thinking
something
about
like
what?
that publicly? That's what blew my mind about all this. It's one thing to be a racist around your friends in private or whatever it is. It's quite another, especially someone like him that has something to lose.
How old is he?
Well, I'm sure he's older. Older than
That's
all
what
of us.
does it.
That's what it is.
Okay.
When you get to a certain age, you just don't give a fuck anymore.
Yeah.
And he probably got something happening to him. So he's like, fuck it, I'm gonna say everything I want to say.
Okay.
And not only that, he's old enough and probably has enough money where like losing more income coming in ain't really hurting him.
Okay. Oh, that is hilarious. Because that's exactly what this episode is. That's funny. Thank you, Black.
This
Morticia Adams.
episode has truly been the 5-minute warning with Ruben Brown.
Exactly.
I hate both of you.
We're not the ones that said it. Black Morticia Adams said, "Are you scared to say you hate her too?"
I don't hate her.
Oh, you
I
don't
think it's
hate
funny.
her. But if any
No,
one
I
of
think
us,
that's just funny.
one of us said that, you'd be upset. Really?
No, I just think it's just funny.
Okay. All right. Second,
She had to use the N word though.
why not? Moby uses all the time.
But just refer to y'all two. I don't want that to refer to y'all two.
She black, man. You know what,
mean,
Ruben? You interrupted, man. Be quiet.
Not only that, but I mean, technically, based on the way you've run this show, that's pretty much what we've been.
Stop it.
Wow.
Stop that lie.
Yeah, Ruben does have me out in the field like that.
Shut up.
I'm just saying.
Y'all lie. Keep going.
Moby, you house Negro?
Pretty much.
Just saying.
I mean, you could be outside, but damn.
Hey, look, house niggas got beat too. So I mean,
But you know, y'all did get me inside. Just saying.
I'm just saying, there's probably some fucked up shit happening inside too. Like,
You right. It's just a
don't
different
get me wrong, it won't work. And you know, I didn't have to deal with the sun and everything. But I'm pretty sure there was some fucked up shit going on there.
She said she did put the A and not the ER. Cut us a slack.
You know what? That was funny.
I'm sorry.
All right, second item. New Uno rules. Is it them trying to save people's feelings or them being mad that black people ain't playing the game right? Because you heard about the new rules about drawing 2 and 4, right? You can't make somebody draw 6. You have to do one or the other. That's the new rule. That's
Who
official.
made that rule up?
Huh?
Who made that rule up?
They came out a couple days ago. I read the headline.
Who the fuck is the officials?
The people who made the game, man.
Bro, they don't have nothing to do with what goes on in the house when I'm playing Uno.
And see, that's why I said what I said.
That little shit at the back of the box with the rules, fuck that. Nobody play that.
See, Moby, they listened to the episode last week.
I know, right?
And-
Exactly.
like,
Because, dude, you
fuck
was
this.
hilarious with that divisiveness. All right,
They gonna
third
change
item.
rules like we gonna follow it, man. What the fuck?
Third item. Chiefs and Eric Bienenemy. Why are the Chiefs organization seemingly radio silent about this entire situation?
What situation?
Why Eric Bienenemy is being treated the way he's being treated, and why he isn't getting more credit than he deserves?
I mean, the Chiefs are radio silent about it because they're getting to keep an offensive coordinator who is super successful for a lot longer than most people get to keep offensive coordinators that are super successful.
Okay.
Because I
That's a fair
mean,
question.
most times, offense has one good fucking year, and that offensive coordinator is off to the next job. They've had the top rated offense like 4 out of the last 5 years, and this dude can't get a job somewhere else. Like the Chiefs are playing with house money right now, and they just not trying to fuck it up. They're like, we're not gonna bet too high, we're not gonna bet too low, we just gonna keep it right in the middle, so nobody know what's going on.
But I mean, even though he's gone, Andy Reid can come out there and say a little bit of something.
So, this is my opinion.
Yeah.
I think that they're quiet because some people know and some people don't. For the last 4 years, Eric Bienenemy has been on 1-year contracts.
Yep.
He has not had multiple year contracts. This is the first time as an offensive coordinator that he has a multiple year contract. And even though it's 2 years, Kansas City would never give them that. And the excuse was, well, we thought he'd go be a head coach. Man, get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. Like, that's not even a good excuse. And so basically what they're saying is, we're going to shut the fuck up because we didn't treat this dude good. And they don't want any smoke because of it. Because in the grand scheme of things, they let Bienenemy walk. They didn't even try to re-sign him. Because let's be real, if you paid him $2.5 million and you re-signed him to a 2 or 3 year contract and you made him an assistant coach, he would have kept his ass in Kansas City.
I disagree. I disagree. The reason he left has nothing to do with Kansas City and everything to do with how he's being covered. And at every fucking interview that Andy Reid has, he always shouts out how great Eric Bienenemy is. He always says Eric Bienenemy had a great game plan. He always does that. There's never been a time in which the Chiefs have not said nothing but great things about Eric Bienenemy. The problem is he's a black offensive coordinator who doesn't call plays, which basically gives everybody who has a doubt about a black guy being a head coach a reason to pause. So now he's got to go do fucking jujitsu magic in Washington and do the same, because if he does not have a top 5 offense next year in Washington, everybody will say, see, it was all Andy Reid. It was all Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes. Eric Bienenemy ain't even that great of offensive coordinator. Where motherfuckers that work for any other person that happen to be white have one season and they get to fucking keep jobs and then get recycled to new jobs. Once again, ex-Raiders fan here. We got a head coach that's been an offensive coordinator, 3 or 4 times? Every time he goes somewhere else, he fails, yet we still keep giving him benefit of the doubt. Eric Bienenemy, all he's done is be the leader of a top 5 offense 4 out of the last 5 years with a quarterback that nobody thought was going to be this guy. And he gets no credit for it. Now he has to take 10 steps backwards to try to get 3 steps forward by going to be the Washington offensive coordinator. And I'm not throwing shade at your team, Ruben. I'm just saying the shit doesn't make sense for him to take a fucking lateral move to a fucked up situation. And now if he doesn't meet the same standards he did at Kansas City, everybody's going to say that's why he wasn't a head coach.
Well, all I'm saying is his own team didn't think he was good enough. He was worthy of a multi-year contract.
Hold on. He was on 1-year contracts. You don't know that that's what they were offering him. They might have been offering him multi-year contracts and he kept betting on himself, saying, nah, I'll just take a 1-year contract because I'm out. And it's realistic to think he'd be out. Every other offensive coordinator that worked under Andy Reid, the first time they had a top 5 offensive season, them motherfuckers was ghost. They were out. So it was a safe bet to say, nah, give me a 1-year contract, I'm out.
And actually, the interesting thing about that statement was those people left for whatever. I mean, they got a new job, and their offenses are nowhere near the numbers that Patrick Mahomes has done since he's been a starter. Because the only offensive coordinator that he knew since he's been a starter is Eric Bienenemy. Because nobody else, Matt Nagy was never offensive coordinator for him. And so the fact that Matt Nagy is even back, I think nothing's going to happen because Andy Reid's calling plays. The question now is, if it goes down, whose fault is it? It's going to be a 2-way street. And I really think
Reid's going to take any knock.
Well, I mean, but it's a 2-way street, right? Because if the offense in Kansas City goes down, then what the fuck? But if Washington's offense go up, well, we know where the problem is. That's the only thing. I don't think Kansas City shit's gonna go down.
I feel like you're being way too naive. It's not going to be enough just for Washington's offense to be better. If Washington doesn't have a top 5 offense, this dude ain't never going to get a head coaching job. If he goes there and the offense regresses, which sometimes the offense does regress when you get a new offensive coordinator because he's new. People don't know what he's doing. If it regresses at all, his stock is forever tarnished. He will never be a head coach.
Well, it's good because I mean, if it regresses from last year, then I mean, then we all know what it is.
Even if it's even if they make incremental gains, Ruben, if it's not fucking amazing, nobody's gonna give him due. Because nobody's gonna give him the Shanahan treatment, even though they probably should.
Well, but I guess my thing is they gave him a 2-year contract. They gave him an assistant head coach. My thoughts are they're probably Ron's probably out in 2 years, and they're probably going to give it to him. As long as he produces, they're going to give it to him because you just don't do that. You don't make contract. You don't do that. You know what I'm saying? And the deal itself is interesting. So it is, and everybody knows that shit. So
there have been so many times in NFL coaching history where people have been named assistant coaches, given multiple year contracts, and then being told that they're going to be the next head coach in line. And that shit almost never happens. What I'm telling you is the goalpost is going to keep moving. As long as unless this dude comes out and does the most amazing shit ever offensively, it's a stupid move. And it's stupid that even somebody who is not as naive as you come off sometimes, but you're just happy that your team got a good offensive coordinator, which I understand. But the fact that you're making statements like he has to prove something. Bro, the dude got a resume that is better than 50% of the other head coaches that have got hired in the last 10 years. There should be nothing left to add to the resume. There's nothing more he can do other than make magic happen for the second time to get a head coaching job. And if you don't have a problem with that, in principle, if you don't have a problem with that, then we're not speaking from a place of sincerity. We're speaking from a place of a Washington football fan who's just like, hey, we got a good offensive coordinator now because the rest of the NFL is stupid or racist or just doesn't like black people being in power. Whichever one you want to choose, all of them are probably a little bit right.
I mean, I don't know how else I'm supposed to think. I think it's. I mean, because I think we did the thievery of the decade.
Absolutely did.
And
absolutely did.
And you know, my hope is the offense is better than 24th than it was last year. And
if it ain't top 5, ain't gonna be good.
I mean, you know what? In your world, you are completely correct. But
in my world, I'm not the one making the rules. I'm not hiring nobody.
But no, what I'm saying is, if our offense is in the middle, we're in the playoffs. And you know what? For a fan who hasn't smelled the playoffs in a couple of years, or legitimately.
But what is that going to do for his career? If y'all's offense is just in the middle, nobody's going to be talking about him.
I just think that they are looking at this shit long term. That's me.
Who's they? Who's they?
The general manager.
We're talking about Eric Bienenemy and the Chiefs. You went to your Washington football fandom.
Yeah.
Mid-argument.
No, I think Kansas City did him wrong. Completely.
How did Kansas City do him wrong?
Because my thing is, first of all, why wasn't he an assistant coach there?
Why does he need to be an assistant? How many people are hired as head coaches who were previously assistant coaches?
Hey, look,
almost none. All the coaches are either offensive coordinators or defensive coordinators. They're almost never assistant coaches.
But in the grand scheme of things, he didn't get any of those jobs because somebody said something. And I mean, Kansas City clearly said something.
Hold on.
I mean,
so you're saying that Kansas City sabotaged his interviews?
I don't know if they sabotaged it, but they didn't exactly help.
So the fact that Andy Reid, who's considered offensive genius,
yep,
publicly praises this motherfucker all the time. You're saying
that he can't get a job.
How is that the Chiefs' fault? They're not hiring for other teams. They're not hiring for other. Andy Reid can't call somebody and be like, "Hey, hire Eric Bienenemy."
Why can't he?
How do you know he didn't say, "Hey, man, you should hire Eric Bienenemy"? The owners hired the coaches, not coaches from other fucking teams. So you, without any proof, any logic, any reasoning, have made an assumption that the Kansas City Chiefs have sabotaged his career.
Tell me something else other than they're racist, because we already know that.
That's the period. You put the period at the end of that. I don't need to put a comma and add more shit to the statement.
Okay.
We got a fucking rule because the owners are racist. We have a fucking rule put in place because the owners are racist. We don't need any more. There doesn't need to be any more empirical evidence. Anybody with his resume, no matter what the fuck anybody else said, because nobody talks good about New England Patriots assistant coaches, not even their own fucking head coach. And them motherfuckers still get jobs.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened. I mean, I just don't. But we've taken too long on this. Go ahead, AG.
Okay. Did Bill Cosby show black people who we could be twice? Because before the Cosby Show, there was I Spy. What do you think? If you're not familiar, he and Robert Culp played two FBI or two CIA agents. It was no come up. It wasn't anything. You CIA?
I mean, yeah, they were CIA. I mean, I don't compare the two, so I don't understand. Yeah, I don't compare the two. I think the Cosby Show showed us what was supposed to show us what the nuclear black family could be. But as far as I Spy, to be perfectly honest with you, I've watched a couple. It's been so long since I've touched that, so I can't really say anything about that.
Okay.
But yeah, as far as the Cosby Show, hey, this is what your nuclear family should be or could be if you did everything the right way, I guess, roughly. So
that's weird. I never looked at the Cosby Show like that.
I mean, to me, that I'm sorry.
I always looked at the Cosby Show as, hey, this is a show that shows that all black people ain't in the projects. Like I didn't think it was like giving me an option of what could be. I thought it was literally showing what actually is. There actually were in the 80s and early 90s black well-off families. They just never got to be on TV. It was always, we were always in the hood, or we were always some shiesty dude that somehow made it out, or we were George Jefferson. Like that, there was no in between. You was either Good Times or Jeffersons. There was no in between. And I always felt like the Cosby Show showed, hey, there are black people out here who are doing really well. Like, we don't have to depict all black people as being from the projects and broke and one paycheck away from despair. Like, these people exist. I never looked at the Cosby Show as something that, and maybe that was because I saw that in my own life. Maybe if I was somebody who had never seen that in person, it would have been something to aspire to, but it wasn't something to aspire to for me. It was like, yeah, that shit exists. And it's about time they put a show out there where black people won't struggling every week.
Yeah, see, it's hard, man, because I feel like the Cosby Show, part of the Cosby Show was for certain people. The other part, it wasn't. Like, I felt like what you said, that the Cosby Show was another, hey, you have Good Times, then you had George Jefferson, they kind of moved on up, and the Cosby Show kept moving on up. But what it did is basically say, hey, there are people in the projects, hey, there are people who got money, who do well for themselves and work hard, and that sort of thing. But then there are actual families out here who are your nuclear black family, and the parents work hard and they've gone to school and they've done well for themselves, but they still go through the same shit that you go through in your middle class home. So that's kind of the way I saw the Cosby Show.
Yeah, I mean, I just thought it humanized black people to a world full of white people who probably had never really seen black people humanized, maybe even in person or on TV.
Okay. Last one. McDonald's has changed their formula for their French fries to make it healthier. But wouldn't you just rather see fast food places be what they are as opposed to faking it? And then ruining your childhood by changing the taste of the food?
How can you make a French fry healthier?
Exactly. That's
Well, they
exactly
change the
my point.
oil.
There's some things that you can
change the oil?
remove to make it healthier for you.
Are they making them in air fryers or some shit?
No.
No, I think they use a different
I
oil.
don't know.
I think they use a different oil.
Yeah. They,
And
they
it
have- they have changed
don't
the
taste
oil.
right. It's the first time I've ever gone to a McDonald's and it not taste like McDonald's. It's awful.
Sounds like they ain't changed the damn oil.
But my thing is, I'm like, if I wanted to be healthy, I wouldn't go to McDonald's. So let McDonald's be who they are. So what do you think?
I think it's messed up that as fast food, there isn't a healthier option.
Yeah, it's called not going to the fast food joint.
Well, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that why isn't there a healthy fast food joint? Because there are some foods that can be healthy and it can be made fast. You know?
Well, the answer to that is perishable goods. Anything that is processed that can last an extended amount of time is going to cost less and be worse for you. Any format of food that is perishable is going to cost the company more money because it is perishable, meaning it has a shelf life that is shorter, which means they're constantly going to have to be discarding food, which is why most fast food places don't have set options to make healthier options, because it's not really an option to maintain profitability unless you're going to have your prices be sky high, which is going to make it so a large sector of your consumer base not able to afford your food. The problem is fast food places are just doing what capitalism says they should do. And now they're doing what social media says they should do, which is try to be more conscious of health. And, the new god is vegan right now. So, the new religion is vegetables. So that's, everybody's trying to be healthier. And everybody says it's everybody else's responsibility to make you healthier. I agree with you, AG, that, the simple solution is if you don't want to eat junk food, don't go to fast food places. The problem with that thing is eating healthier is an expensive task. And when you have the discrepancy between the upper class and lower class consistently growing every year, you're making it so there's a large sector of the country that really just can't afford to be healthy. Like, you kind of, when we were broke college students, like, we ate ramen and a whole bunch of shit that really ain't healthy. Not because, well, you might have thought some of it was good, but not just because it was good. Mainly it was because it's what we had. I ate bologna sandwiches a lot when I was younger because I liked them, but my mom gave me bologna sandwiches because we ain't had that much goddamn money. And bologna sandwiches ain't that damn expensive. So, that's the problem, Ruben, when you try to make a fast food place healthy. It's no longer going to be a fast food place. It's going to be a restaurant that costs money. And a large base of people that go to fast food places, I'm not saying people with money don't go to McDonald's. I'm just saying a large population of people that go to McDonald's a lot ain't got a lot of money.
Understood.
I think McDonald's is hella expensive now, but
All of them are. But I get his point.
It is, but it's still cheaper than going to Set Fresh Market and getting non-processed food every day and cooking it.
well, I would think that. Let's be real. If they could figure out a way to cook chicken faster, or just get more grills and put a drive-through, Chipotle would make a shit ton of business. But they choose not to go to drive-through, and that's not necessarily fast food, but
It ain't necessarily cheap either.
well, correct. But but here's the thing, right? Your fast food locations are almost up the same price as going to fucking Chipotle. So it's literally almost healthier for you to go into Chipotle, get your burrito, and come out, pay almost the same amount of money, and get a much healthier meal.
I don't know how to argue that burrito ain't as healthy as you think. I mean, is it healthier than French fries and a quarter pounder? Yes, it is.
Yeah, or you can just get a bowl, and then literally you have vegetables and chicken, or steak or whatever you want. You don't have the bread consumption. So I mean, the price, because literally, like, was it Moe's? It's like $10 for a burrito, and I mean, you can go to McDonald's and get a meal, and it's damn near $10. So literally, the only difference is you got to get out your car. So I mean, I think basically what's going to happen is, you know, some people will still go to McDonald's. I still go to McDonald's. However, you know, I think some things will change. I mean, but why go to a drive-through like Chipotle? I don't think they'll never go to a drive-through. I just think that why spend that money where people will wait in line and get the same shit for the same amount of money?
You know, she beat me to it because I was about to say Chipotle also ain't as accessible as a McDonald's. It ain't accessible as most fast food places. You ain't gonna find a Chipotle in a low income area on purpose. They might be there, and then the area went downhill and they still there, but they ain't gonna be there on purpose.
Yeah, I mean, but that's the difference, really, right? You know, and like you said, in order to eat healthier, it costs more money, and not just money that you pay out, money that other people gotta put out as well. So I mean,
most of the places where fast foods are thriving are food deserts.
Yeah, but you're getting rid of money to teach people how to do that effectively too. You know, you're getting rid of government programs that do that teach people how to spend their money properly. So or God knows, you know, make a little plot, because in a lot of places they have gardens, you know, community gardens that people don't use. Some people use them, but a lot of people don't. So, yeah, that's just one of those conundrums, I guess.
But nah, McDonald's needs to just get that shit up. Like, don't try to make your shit healthy, because it's not.
I think
like, the little bit of healthiness that they're trying to make it still don't really make anything else. Like, if you make the fries, 6 calories less because of oil, like, you're not really helping.
Yeah, but they could say that.
It's a marketing ploy. Yeah. That's all it is.
You just gotta know what it is, you know.
It's like when they was like, "Hey man, our Happy Meals have apple slices now, so now it's super healthy." Okay, but I mean, you still
apple slices of milk.
Yeah, you still got this processed meat on this cheeseburger in this Happy Meal, and I don't know if milk has proven to be the healthiest thing for human consumption over the years with all the research as well. Although our marketing industry really tried to save the farms by doing this whole milk campaign, you know, decades ago.
I mean, but then kids are allergic to everything these days, so you just don't know.
I don't think it's these days. I think the body's always pretty much been lactose rejectant. It's just before we didn't have a name for it. People just probably was out here shitting up a storm after drinking milk and not knowing why. I mean, I'm just saying, I don't feel like lactose intolerance is something that the new generation just made up. I think it's just now they know what the fuck caused it.
Well, I mean, I guess for me as a child, I wasn't lactose intolerant. However, now, for real.
And there is a thing called overconsumption of something. Like, you can develop an allergic reaction because of too much exposure. And I feel like because of our government
or not enough exposure.
Yeah, but I think our government marketing campaign, when it was like milk does the body good, milk, calcium, blah 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 blah. We came from a generation where it was like, yo, you drink milk at breakfast. That shit's good for you. And we did that for 20 years. And then all of a sudden your body was like, hey man, we don't want this shit no more. Literally.
I mean, yeah, but it happened to me more of my adulthood.
Once again, because you had a whole lifetime throwing lactose in your body. And finally your body was like, you know what, man? Fuck you. I don't want this shit.
I know that's what it felt like in the bathroom.
Exactly.
Well, anyway, that's my segment, y'all. This has got to be over.
And for our next trick, get rid of gluten. Ta-da! All right, Moby, what you got?
Nothing. We're an hour and 30 minutes and I ain't got shit. I've been talking a lot.
Yes, you have. All right. So, we're not gonna go to that today. We're just gonna go ahead and roll out. Thank you, everybody, for.
Wait a minute, there was more?
There was.
It really was.
There was more?
Oh, shut up. This guy's crazy. So, yeah, we're on it. So, thank you for being with us on this episode of my Jesus Christ, 5-minute warning. Once again, thank you to AG, thank you to Moby, thank you to all of you who listen to us live and listen to us on the podcast that usually comes out anywhere from Thursday to Friday. I'm real shook right now, don't know why. Sundays, 9 p.m. Tell a friend, tell an enemy, just tell somebody about us. And of course, as always, thank you for being here. Thank you, all of you. And as we do it every time, peace, love, hair grease, soul, and deuces.
Oh, man.
Email us at 5minutewarning19@gmail.com. And also leave comments on Facebook and Twitch. Search 5-Minute Warning. Contact us on Twitter at AG_FMW Podcast, RB5Men Warning at FMW 2019. Contact us on Instagram, Moby 5-Minute Warning, AG_5-Minute Warning, RB5Men Warning. You can listen to the podcast at Apple Podcast, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcast. Thank you for listening. This has been another episode of
The 5-Minute Warning.